Hello students, welcome to our new lecture series, Design and Analysis of Algorithm. Lecture series about GATE Computer Science, and we will cover Engineering Computer Science subject. We are particularly focusing on GATE. Why? Because GATE covers all the aspects of the subject and we will get to know properly about the subject. So welcome to the new lecture series for Computer Science. So let's start. We'll start with the syllabus. So let's quickly talk about the syllabus of the subject. I have broadly divided the syllabus in 5 units. There are subtopics also. First we will see what are the 5 units itself. First is analysis. Analysis, it takes time complexity and space complexity. How much space your algorithm is going to take, how much time it is going to take. Space directly converts the cost also, space and time. Okay, then we will see divide and conquer approach. Some bigger algorithms we need to divide and conquer every part. Then we will see dynamic programming, how we can program dynamically, and then we will see graph and trees from algorithm perspectives. This is in discrete mathematics also. We will see algorithm perspective of graph and tree. Then there is my favorite topic, hashing. This is like how fast you can make algorithm, how you can provide hashes for algorithm and it will make algorithm fast. And then P, NP, NP complete and NP hard problems. We will study this in mathematics also. Higher mathematics also deals with this, and from algorithm perspective also we will see how this thing behaves. So these are broadly 5 topics. Now we will start with analysis part or definition part of algorithm. So let's talk about the definition of algorithm. First I will tell the word terminology. Algo. This algo means logic and rhythm means the way logic flows in your computers. Okay, so it is well-defined procedure which takes some values as input and produce set of values as output, or it is combination of sequence of finite steps. Combination means all statements are compulsory, right? So broadly it is like you are giving some logical inputs to the computer and it will provide some output, right? So to define your input as algorithm, we have some set of properties. Okay, so properties it should follow. So properties are, first property and foremost property is it should produce at least one output. At least one output. At least one output it should. What is the meaning of any algorithm which you are giving it as input, giving some input in the computers and it is not getting, you are not getting any output, right? So first property to identify the procedures as algorithm is it should give some at least one output. And second property is, so talking about properties, so it should take 0 or more inputs. It should take some input and produce some output. Second is output. It should produce output in finite amount of time. It's not like you are giving input is today and it is giving output after 365 days. Some time limit should be there. Okay, some finite amount of time output should be there. Otherwise, it is like sitting in front of computer and not getting an output. It is more frustrating than we can't sit even for 5 minutes for some output. Right, so it should be fast and output should give output in some finite amount of time. Other is your algorithm should be language independent. Why? It should not be like you are writing some algorithm which is running in C language and not running in Java, or which is running in Java language or not running in Python, right? So it should be language independent, right? And fifth property is it should every step of algo should be unambiguous. Unambiguous means for every step there should be finite output. Like if I am writing y plus z minus 3, right, and I am not putting bracket in it, either I should write y plus z and minus 3, or I should write y plus z minus 3. If I am writing it like this is an ambiguous statement, because precedence, we will see later in computer science, precedence is for plus and minus, precedence is same, right? So these are unambiguous statement. For some input we are getting exactly which we have defined the output or which we have predicted, or for same step, for every step algorithm should produce fixed output. Not like this, that here we don't know whether it is going to add this first or subtract this first. So this is ambiguous statement, right? So every step of algorithm should provide unambiguous output, and then after that, so our next property is for every input it should produce same output at any point of time. Right? Imagine you are giving x as input to your algorithm and it is giving y as output, and after some time you are giving x as input and it is giving z as output. Then your algorithm is not behaving properly. So to your procedure to get defined as algorithm, it should satisfy for same input it should give same output, right? And seventh is there should be some relation in steps of procedure or algorithm you are writing, right? Like if you are writing some steps of algorithm, there should be some relation, right? You should not write like I am writing step as algorithm as I am going from here to downstairs, and in between I have applied something like which is not related to algorithm itself, right? So your steps should take some relation between themselves. So these are 7 properties. Broadly we define these 7 properties as to define something as algorithm. Okay, we have seen the properties of algorithm, right? Now we should know step to write the algorithm, right? How we will write any algorithm. So first we should know problem definition, for which you are going to write algorithm. Then second step should be design of algorithm, which design you are going to choose, design of algorithm. Third step is construct a flow chart. Flow chart we all know. Fourth step is verify the algorithm. Fifth step is implement the algorithm. And sixth step is analysis of algorithm. So these are the steps we should follow to construct an algorithm. So now you see, design an algorithm and analysis of algorithm. This is our subject. Design and analysis of algorithms. So to construct an algorithm, we should know these steps, and problem definition is for some same input it should give some output. For some input we should know how many output it is going to give, right? So what output is going to give, that is coming under problem definition, or for which problem you are going to create an algorithm. Second is design. Design techniques we are going to learn in this subject itself, design and analysis of algorithm. Flowchart we all know from lower classes, but still if you need, we will try to cover this also. Verify the algorithm, implement the algorithm, and then analysis of algorithm. This is same as if you are running a car and you need to know what average it gives, how much petrol it takes, how big is its tank is, right? So this all comes as analysis, right? How your algorithm is going to behave in different situations, what is the space it's going to take, right? So how we study this course as, we first learn about analysis techniques, right? So that when we implement the design, we should know how this is going to behave. So from next lecture, we are going to start the core of this subject. Thank you. Till next lecture.